everybody. Welcome back to Holy Guacamole Jesus. In this video, I want to talk specifically about how to heal and let go of chronic pain. And you're going to want to watch to the end of this video because I got a super important little bonus tip for you. So in this video, we're going to talk about two things that are so important for letting go of chronic pain and autoimmune disease. And it's very crucial to understand these so that you can start to become aware of your pain story. What's your pain story? Things you tell yourself about yourself that you believe to be true, or that a doctor or a naturopath or some kind of physician has told you that now you have taken into your reality, and you're believing it, speaking it, moving like it, fearing it, and constantly reinforcing it by checking in with it over and 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 over again. And we're going to break that. So if you don't know who I am and why you should listen to me, back in 2011, I was diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis. I had a whole host of food allergies, 90 food sensitivities, arthritis, osteoporosis. I was supposed to be in a wheelchair when I was 25, and doctors said I wouldn't walk again and all this crazy stuff. Anyway, I got my life back. I got my health back. I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm whole, I'm moving freely, and so can you. So this video is for people who are open to the idea that your mind, your thinking, and your emotions are a part, are literally the main factor of what is going on. And if you don't want to believe that, then you should probably get off this video because this video is not for you. So this is for people who are really at the wit's end of dealing with chronic pain or autoimmune disease, and they just had enough. So if that's you, stick around. So I want you to imagine for a moment that I'm a doctor and I go, here is your diagnosis, and I give you your diagnosis. Now, when you get that diagnosis, you need 4 things to take on a new belief system. 1, you need a power of authority, such as a doctor, chiropractor, naturopath. Then you need a heightened emotion, such as fear or excitement because you're excited about getting answers to what's going on, or fear because you're, oh my gosh, I wonder what it is, I'm scared what it is. Then the third one is you need an image or mental image. So say the doctor shows you an MRI, a CT scan, a blood test. In this case, if you had ankylosing spondylitis, they would show you HLA-B27, they would show you the inflammatory markers, all that stuff. And what happens is once you get that diagnosis, you literally start seeing it in your head. So you see an MRI, you see the thing that the doctor has shown you, and now you start a mental picture of what they might say. They might say, yeah, you're not going to be able to walk the same again, you're going to have surgery, all these different things. And now you start to see this mental image in your head. So the 4th thing is you need repetition and consistency. So now you get this diagnosis, you have the image or mental image, you have the heightened emotion, and you have the power of authority. And now you have repetition and consistency. So what happens? You begin to speak it. You begin to think it. You begin to move and fear it. You begin to reinforce it by constantly fearing it and trying to heal it. See, a lot of people don't realize that by trying to heal the symptom creates more of the symptom. And it's a vicious cycle that goes and goes and goes. So you have to become aware of your pain story. And say, for instance, this is the first tip. So say you go to bed and each morning you have pain. And you're sitting in your bed and you're lying there and you feel pain and you're like, oh, and you're dreading the day. You're dreading the day and you don't want to get up. So you get up super slowly and you're like, man, it's better than it was yesterday. It's not better than it was today. And man, it's moved. It's down there. So that is your pain story. you're focusing on how good it's gotten, how bad it's gotten. You keep reinforcing these neural pain pathways in your brain to focus on it, and that which you focus on expands. So how do you break this pattern? Well, first tip is, instead of lying in your bed and focusing on the pain, I want you to break this pattern by, even if it hurts, no matter what, just spring out of bed and get up and start your day. What will happen is you'll break this pattern in your brain, and you're not going to be sitting with your pain. See, part of the dis-ease is because you're still holding on to the pain. When it comes to chronic pain, when it comes to autoimmune disease, you're still holding on to it. If I came into your house and I waved a magic wand and I said, okay, no pain, no autoimmune disease, who would you be? Well, you would be free. You would have joy. You would have peace. You would have love. You'd be able to move freely in your body. You wouldn't fear foods. You wouldn't fear moving and having pain after you move. And you wouldn't fear what happens after you enjoy yourself. So that's the first tip. Second tip is, why do you need this symptom? I'm going to say something that might be triggering to you. There's a part of you that actually needs to be in pain, needs to have autoimmune disease, because if you didn't, you wouldn't know who you are. The pain keeps you in a state of suffering because it's familiar and you're used to suffering. So this second tip comes back to, there's a verse in the Bible that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. So when you get, say, a pain, right, and you keep calling it my pain, my autoimmune disease, my this, my that, you're actually claiming it. And the verse that goes with that is, the power of life and death lies in your tongue, and those who eat its fruit will use it wisely. This isn't some made-up lingo. This is very real, very spiritual, and it is very true. So when you're calling it my pain or my anxiety, or, there's too much pain, right? That's leaning on your own understanding because you think you know what's going on. Yes, there might be discomfort, but what you can start to do is, instead of calling it my or pain, just call it a sensation. That's it. It's neither good nor bad. It just is a sensation, okay? Just get used to it being a sensation and letting it go. Oh, that's just whatever. I don't know what that is. See, what happens is, when we call it pain, when we call it these things, it actually gets worse because your brain starts to look for the pain. And if you look for the pain, guess what? You're going to get more pain. But if you look for, my body's just realizing and releasing and learning how to trust the moment and trust joy. It's just learning how to trust love, learning how to let go and feel more safe. See, what you speak matters, and what you've been spoken over from a doctor matters. Remember, God's diagnosis is not the same as a doctor's diagnosis. Now, of course, there's people that have no limbs, there's people that have crazy things. I'm talking specifically about chronic pain and autoimmune disease, and I speak from a position of strength because I went through it, and now I got my life back, and so can you. So comment down below and let me know what your pain story is. Comment and let me know what you're going to do differently when you wake up in the morning and how that actually helped you and broke that pattern. Remember, if we always do what we continue to do, we will always get what we continue to get. So it starts with you doing something different by breaking this pattern, getting up quick, dancing, whatever it is. But you'll notice a part of your brain will continually check in while you might be moving or enjoying yourself or dancing because you're afraid of the symptom. Notice it, it's just fear. Fear creates more symptom, creates more pain, creates more anxiety, creates more depression, creates more symptom, creates more pain, creates more anxiety. It's a cycle. I can help you break this cycle once and for all, get your life back, let go of the chronic pain or autoimmune disease, Eat the foods you truly love. Yes, I'm talking about dairy. I'm talking about bread. I'm talking about all the amazing things, and get your life back, because ultimately nothing's going to matter unless you have joy, unless you have peace, unless you're safe in your mind, body, and spirit, and you can thrive in all of who you are. And this is God's will for your life, to live freely as a child of God, unashamed in all of who you are. But that starts with allowing yourself to be seen in the light. So if this hit something in you and you're ready to get your life back, comment "I'm ready" and click the link in my bio to book a free call. I'm telling you, this doesn't have to be the way you live, but that's your choice when you're ready to walk through the door. Love you. Bye.